Have you ever noticed those things that are around Roddy whenever you see him? Or when you hear the name Roddy, what mental picture apart from his image pop up in your head? Well, if you can picture anything, that means it is probably part of what Roddy can't live it out. But whether you can picture anything or not, in today's video I will be showing you 10 things Roddy Ricch can't live without. You can grab a cup of coffee as I dive in now. You will agree with me that Rodrick Wayne Moore Jr., who we popularly know as Roddy Ricch, is among the latest hip-hop talents who will make it to the top. I can remember when Roddy came into the industry, many top players took notice of him. It was like a storm invading the industry, and until now, he has not lost his relevance. Early last year, Roddy Ricch had an interview where he revealed 10 things he literally cannot live without. The first on my list is his sneakers, specifically the Jordan Retro 1S. According to him, it is one of his favorite sneakers ever since he was growing up till now. That should tell you that he has more than one collection of the Retro 1S. But among all sneakers, why does he love Jordan Retro 1S? Well, he said it can be worn with anything. It is more like an everyday sneaker. So anywhere he goes, he always takes a pair of 1S with him, specifically the red and white color. It may seem like he just loves these sneakers, but I think there is more to it. If you check the history behind Jordan Retro, or when you look at red and white sneakers, it carries a memory of what Michael Jordan wore while playing basketball, and Roddy at a young age had an interest in basketball. He even revealed to the XXL magazine how playing basketball was for him. If you know what he said, you will agree with me that this could be the reason why he loves those sneakers. He said, "I used to be like Michael Jordan in the high school, no cap. I was more like Allen Iverson type of nigga. I ain't gonna lie, Jordan was a dunking type of nigga. I was more like that cross a nigga up breaking his ankles type situation." The next on my list is Creed Aventus. Have you ever thought of what Roddy wears? Why does he smell the way he does? Well, Creed Aventus is the secret behind it. Creed Aventus is not just an ordinary fragrance, but one which is inspired by the life of Emperor Napoleon in terms of war, peace, and romance. From the appearance of the perfume, you can sense royalty with the way the bottle is emblazoned with a silver emblem of a horse and rider. Roddy has been using Creed for about 2 years now, and do you know that he can still say exactly how he smells? In his interview, he said, "I smell like a doctor or a lawyer. It's not a specific smell. You could say it's like when you're around somebody, you smell them. They smell like money. Like when I smell doctors, this is what I think they smell like." So if you want to smell like Roddy, get Creed Aventus. The next on my list is Eliant Pearl Setting. Eliant has been in existence for over 10 years now, and they are known for unique, high-end jewelry centered on detailed diamond settings. This is one of the reasons Roddy likes this necklace, although he only uses this occasionally when he wants to dress simple but shine at the same time. One of the features he likes about this chain is that the diamonds pop out of the Cubans, not just regular diamonds in the Cuban. There's gold to push the diamonds out in order to make them pop out more. Moving to the next thing that Roddy can't live without is Patek Philippe. Patek Philippe is one of the most loved luxury watch brands. They produce a very nice watch. Unlike other watches that are produced by machine, Patek Philippe watches are crafted by hand and cost about $100,000. Although Roddy does not consider jewelry as a necessity, rather he just uses it to bring out his fashion. As said in his words, "If I'm wearing very dark clothes, like darker colored, black, anything like that, and I put white jewelry on top, it looks crazy because it's like the contrast of the diamonds and the dark clothes." So majorly, he sees jewelry as part of fashion and not a necessity of a celebrity. Next on my list is Cartier shades. Rarely will you see a celebrity without using a shade for fashion, and Roddy is not an exception. He has different styles of Cartier, although the one he cherished more is that which he received as a gift from his friend Slow. The way he got this gift was really funny. One night when he was at the True Lines in New York, he complimented Slow on his glasses, which was a Cartier, and he gave it to him. One thing about Cartier shade is that you could just wear those like every day. It is made up of varieties of materials that are valuable and of high quality. I can see that this is why Roddy can't live without it. Up next on my list is the original Roddy Ricch piece. This is one of Roddy's properties that he holds in high esteem. It is the first chain he ever bought and he got it right after his first mixtape. Although he does not usually wear this, he kept it since it reminds him of the beginning. He said the chain is probably the only thing that had stood with his name. It often reminds him of the mind and mentality he had then. So the more he reaches success, the more value he attaches to it. Next on my list is what every human cannot do without, and that is water. I want you to take out time to observe Roddy and you will find out that everywhere he goes, he always has water around him. Although not just any kind of water, but an overachieving H2O, Essentia. He could have easily grabbed any kind of water, but out of all the water he had thirsted, he liked Essentia more. He does not joke with essential water at all. Going up to next on my list is small pineapple chunks. How many rappers have you seen taking small pineapple chunks as part of what they can live without? Well, Roddy is one in a million. You will agree with me that pineapple is something that cannot fill him, but still he loves taking it. The reason he gave for eating them is that when he was young, his mom made him eat them. Even though too much pineapple consumption is not good, it is good fruit. Moving up next to his Hellcat. If not for the fact that he said he can't do without his Hellcat at the interview, I would not have noticed it. The Hellcat is his everyday car and recently he just got a new 2020 Hellcat. This is a cool car with a horsepower of 717 and a black tint around it. This was the car he started with before updating it to the new 2020 Hellcat. The last thing on my list that Roddy cannot do without is a lighter, and he prefers to have this lighter with him or in his pocket. He prefers to have a small, portable light that can be kept in his pocket because he often loses a lot of lighters. You have come to the end of today's video. I'm sure now you know some of things that Roddy can't live without. Thank you for staying till the end.